Hey guys, gals, friends, and pals, this is Paul Acevedo. Welcome to another episode of Saturday Game School, where we learn about a different game every Saturday of the year. Tonight, I'm joined on mic by Tyler and Lyle, also known as IccyAsd.
Hey everyone.
Hey guys.
There they are. Chat all the time, that's right, Bob Jones. I really wish everybody would. Like, it's annoying. I'll go in there and I'll say a few things, and, on the less active chat days, then takes quite a while to get a response if there is any response, and that's no good. And yet our Discord is more active than a lot of Discords, so don't think it's a ghost town. Anyway, tonight we are streaming Steredenn Binary Stars for Xbox One. It is also available on Steam, Nintendo Switch, and the older version of the game is on PlayStation 4. It's just waiting on an update, which will make it then be the Binary Stars version. So it's on a lot of platforms, and this would be a cool game to play on Switch, although not having achievements would be kind of a drag, because it's just a very hard game, and achievements are a nice way to recognize your accomplishments. That said, the achievements are poorly considered and not very compelling. But it's a good game, so let's give it a shot.
Steam just got an update for this game at version 2.2. We are still at 2.1. Yeah, they did some rebalance for certain powers, weapons.
Exciting to hear about. Playing the game can be its own reward. It really depends on the kind of game. Like games that have a really good metagame will keep you playing just all on their own. Don't you think, Tyler? Yeah, but then there's other games, and this game does have a bit of a metagame. It's a roguelike, and it does have a bit of a metagame, but I would also say the metagame is not that compelling. But I don't want to talk about all of its weaknesses up front. Let's just talk about what the game is. It is a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up. That's what it is. And let's just hop right in. How much does this game cost you guys?
$10?
I thought it was 13, but it might be 10. It's 10 on Steam and 13 on everything else. That's what it is. And Lyle got it for even cheaper because he lives in Malaysia.
That Malaysian market.
Yep.
Yeah.
Most games are significantly cheaper for him on Steam. It's nice. There's 5 playable ships. You unlock them by doing different things in the game. I've only unlocked 2 so far.
Do they have different abilities?
Yes, they do. This one, the special ability, which is the B button or circle on PlayStation. Like the default ship has a melee attack. If you get in close, you can hit enemies with it. However, as you can imagine, that's kind of dangerous to do. Yeah, but this other one, it does a bunch of rockets that fire around randomly, and that's better. And also, better defense, but weaker attack and slower.
It's not really random ball, it's actually homing.
Okay, if you say so. Starts out with a nice little intro. This has this nice lo-fi pixel art style, but it's not super lo-fi, it's just slightly lo-fi. It looks like, I don't know, you might say like an Amiga game or something. I wouldn't say it looks like your average 16-bit shoot-'em-up, but it does have pretty good music, I think. And they added some music in the update, because I think it had less music originally. So what was your experience with this game, Tyler? Keeping it kind of light, positive, but...
It's a challenging game, for sure.
Did you review it, or...?
I thought it was okay. I had trouble making significant amounts of progress, but it's a good idea. Like, I like the roguelike idea.
Oh no, I'm gonna die now. I just picked up this weapon called the Reflector, and it is really weird. I don't even know how to use it. And it replaces... I think you can switch back and forth between your weapons, can't you? This boss knew Steredenn before it was cool. How do you... Okay, X button. There we go. Yeah, those are all cool games, Brian.
Bayonet is a cool Switch game. I mean, technically it's a Wii U game, but
it's nice that they brought it to the Switch. That would be the one to buy.
Switch, I'd have Bayonetta. Yeah.
Also, the original Bayonetta is on PC and backwards compatible on Xbox One, and those are both the superior ways to play that game, still compared to Switch. But Bayonetta 2 only on the Switch and Wii U. when the skull appears above a boss like it just did, that means it's getting lower on health. So I'm actually doing alright now that I've switched back to the default weapon.
Yeah, there's lots of bosses in this game, if I recall.
So achievement-wise, the main achievement goal is to get every weapon in the game. Like, there's achievements for getting all of each kind of weapon. So I had to pick up that dumb weapon. But also it's hard to remember what you've already got. I think I'll go with heavy armor. Oh yeah, SteamWorld Dig is really good. I haven't played SteamWorld Heist.
Yeah, SteamWorld Dig 2 is awesome. 1's pretty good, 2's amazing. SteamWorld Heist is a lot of fun.
Yeah, 2 is coming to Xbox One eventually, but it was always in their plan to do it on PlayStation first. So, gotta wait a while. Yeah, I emailed the developer about it one time.
Waiting for games is lame, but sometimes it's the only way that developers can get the game out, is one console at a time.
You know what I forgot to show off in Show and Tell? I was going to show off my Sega pictures.
Oh yeah.
Oops, Fire Blaster, no, get that back. Okay, so you can even drop your regular weapon and end up with just this weapon. You fire out these little ninja bots. I don't... Oh, and they throw throwing stars at these.
It's actually quite good.
Nice.
Yeah. Try to deploy more so that you have more sidekicks or something like that. Then
can't you only have 3 of... Oh, I see. Then just switch back.
You can have about 3 to 4.
I keep wanting the bumper to switch the weapons, but it's the X button. Can you change that? I don't remember.
Did not try that.
We talked about Shenmue a little bit. Actually, I was talking... See, like, when you go on a trip like this, the people you meet are mostly marketing people, and they're afraid to say anything negative, you know? So it's like I'm having this conversation, and I was talking about how bad the voice acting is in the original Shenmue. Because it is spectacularly bad. And whoever directed the voice acting for that game should feel great shame. And it's a Japanese guy, and kind of the point I was making was, how can a Japanese person hear that super bad voice acting and somehow think it's acceptable? Because, like, if you heard a Japanese voice actor sound like he was, like, mentally disabled the whole time he was doing his performance, you'd probably be like, so is that guy supposed to be mentally disabled, you know? I mean, like, you should be able to tell if somebody's doing a super bad job, because we're not talking about, like, a little bit of a bad job. We're talking about just historically probably the worst voice acting imaginable.
Yeah, I've never played it, but
I mean, I saw it recently when Adam streamed it. I watched it a couple times, you know, so that... So anyway, that was my point I was making, is that the re-release that Sega's doing now... I'm dying. I'm not doing very well. Anyway, the re-release will let you play with Japanese audio, and I'm sure it will have just normal, good Japanese voice acting. And so that'll be way better for enjoying the game. Unless you enjoy silly voice acting specifically, which some people do.
Yeah, Adam probably likes it.
And I could even see Royal Bob enjoying that kind of thing. Let's see. Weapons and modules, break enemy shields, that would be pretty good. Damage boost, everything deals 10% damage. Or more rockets. No, I haven't even been using my rockets ability. Whoops. I'll go to Shieldbreaker. But anyway, you know, like, when you say something that's critical, you can see the PR people kind of squirm, because they're afraid if they say anything critical, you'll go and quote them in an article.
Oh,
so that was kind of funny.
That'd be a tough job to be in PR, because you can't really be honest all the time.
If you are personally friends with the journalist, then you may have a level of trust where you know they would not say anything like that out of context or whatever. Without permission, basically. You know, like my friend Cody, who used to work for One PR, and now he works at the Pokemon company. Like, he and I would have lots of frank discussions. Ooh, I just got an achievement. Popcorn party. Anyway, we'd have frank discussions, and he would understand that I wasn't going to go report any of that crap. But yeah, when these Sega people, I don't know them as well, so of course they're worried.
Right.
Wary.
They have to be super cautious.
But visiting Sega was super cool. I mean, like, the building is... They're a much smaller company than they used to be. The building is Sega/Atlas, you know, it's dedicated to both things. But, you know, They have some nice displays of Sonic and Yakuza and the Persona games and stuff. That was cool to see. And it was just really fun.
Oh, nice. Use a special weapon.
Yeah. Thank you, I keep forgetting, don't I?
Tropical Freeze, I hear, is a really good game, Royal Bob. I haven't played it, but everyone touts it as being amazing. It's Donkey Kong platformer that came out on Wii U, you know, as the Switch just slowly becomes Wii U 2 in regards to the games it gets. Which, I mean, it makes sense. There's no reason that any of the great games that came out on Wii U should be stranded only on that system.
Yes, certainly not. Did someone say bullets?
So, but yeah, that one I think comes out next week. And I think it's the only Donkey Kong platformer that came out on Wii U that wasn't, like, that was new. Because I think there was a Wii Donkey Kong platformer as well. But I can't remember now.
Jungle Beat. Is that
I'm
it?
sure
Oh god, this guy is... His rockets are all chasing me right down. Uh-oh, no, he's got some... Whoa, that's a bunch of shots. Ah, this is a tough game, but it is fun.
Yeah, it's a challenging game for sure.
Getting to know the boss patterns and stuff would be pretty helpful. They're the main obstruction to progress. How many levels are there? There's 5 or 6, I think. I'm not sure if it repeats after that or what. The actual enemy layouts are randomized in a level.
They just think it's funny because it's Funky Kong. He's a kind of a mean character, like Waluigi and
Funky
stuff.
Kong is supposed to be
but it's also actually...
Yeah, like the one you play in Donkey Kong Country is his son or grandson or something, but the original is Funky.
Oh, okay. It's also an easy mode, which I don't mind when they include easy modes. That character can just surfboard over obstacles and stuff, I guess.
Close. But I did okay that time, especially considering I'm talking and it's really hard to pay attention while you're playing.
Yeah, hopefully Mario Tennis is fun. The last Mario Tennis wasn't very good, but older Mario Tennis games are some people's favorites. I liked Mario Golf a lot more than Mario
Golf
Tennis.
On GameCube and Game Boy Advance was very good, especially the Game Boy Advance one.
Yeah. Yeah, the last tennis one was really bad, and I think that might have been on Wii U too.
They oversimplified it, didn't they?
Really bad, but yeah. It just wasn't anyone's favorite.
I got offered a review code for a tennis game, so I might end up streaming that at some point. I think it's supposed to be more of a serious one and not very arcadey. Which, the arcadier, the more fun it is to many of us. But,
yeah.
I don't mind.
I can definitely have fun with realistic ones, but arcadey ones can be fun too.
Yeah, as long as the controls aren't overly complicated, I think I will enjoy it. And speaking of which, I'm sorry I couldn't do a midweek stream this week. I had the Sega trip and then I had to substitute a lot, and so if I'm substituting and doing my hotel job, which I was, then it's like when I'm off I'm just sleeping. Or in this case yesterday I got 1 hour of sleep so I could go see Avengers. So you guys in the audience, how many of you have seen the new Avengers movie? Please let us know. And remember not to mention spoilers in chat, that is unacceptable.
Your microphone's breaking up a little bit for me. It's probably not for the viewers, so it's not a big deal, but...
Yeah, sorry about that, Tyler.
It's no big deal.
One of these days we will switch to using Discord for voice chat instead of Skype, but today is not that day. Let's see, reduce combo loss.
Oh, it's better to stay with Skype.
You think so? Yeah, I mean... We're also used to it, but the problem is Skype just breaks up every now and then for the other people on the call. We're gonna go with next gen bot weapons. Hey George, good to see you, and hey Shitsu. So Shitsu is seeing Avengers tomorrow. Poor Bob has to sleep a lot sometimes too. Yeah, I mean that's how it is for me, Royal Bob. Like yesterday I worked a 16-hour day and then I had to go see that movie after 1 hour of sleep, imagine that. But I really did not want anything getting spoiled for me, so I was determined to see it on Friday release day. And also Lisa was off and able to come, so that encouraged me to see it that day no matter what, because she missed Thor Ragnarok and Black Panther when I saw them. So it was good to have her along for a Marvel movie finally.
Hey, Paul is breaking up.
Keep talking about how good Skype is.
But the viewers can hear him, so it's not too big of a deal.
Stasis gun, that's interesting.
I'll just pretend I can hear Paul.
Great.
Whatever he says, just say yes. Yep.
Yep,
That's
that's
what
right,
you should
Paul.
be saying anyway.
Yeah. That's right. Everyone should be mandated to own a gun. I agree with you, Paul.
Oh god. What's that? Oh, thank you, VX Latino. I really appreciate the cheers. Those are always helpful.
Alright, VX Latino, thank you.
Yeah, by the way, guys, we have a new donation goal. That is to help me buy a Marvel hat to wear on stream. Because it's been pointed out to me that I wear a lot of this Flash hat, which is a DC hat, but, you know, the Marvel movies are a million times better than the DC movies. So really, I need a Marvel hat to represent. So it's not a big goal, it's just a tiny little goal, and I just wanted to see if we could get some donations towards smaller goals. So please consider that if you have PayPal and feel like donating. And we'll keep that going until after my birthday next week. And by the way, I do plan to be on stream next Saturday for my birthday, so that's going to be fun. Yeah.
Oh,
cool. Oh yeah, Green Lantern, we all love that one. So is this... I'm going to switch guns. This one's not good for the boss.
Green Lantern set the bar pretty high. Yeah, it sure did.
Yeah, do you know even the Teen Titans Go movie has, like in the trailer, there's a joke about the Green Lantern movie, which is quite amusing.
That is funny.
Yeah, you know, Green Lantern, that movie was misconceived from the start. Like, for one thing, having his costume be CG just makes it look terrible, and his domino mask, you know, the mask he wears over his eyes, like, a domino mask is a very easy thing to get right, and they still gave him a very ugly domino mask. Like, the shape of it is really dumb looking. I just don't know what the costume designer was thinking. Yay, goatee.
I actually haven't seen it.
It's, you know, it's not completely unwatchable, but the villains, you know, there's two villains in it, and they're both very lame. And it's just not a great movie overall.
Yeah, it's definitely not, like, on my list of things to watch or anything.
Isn't Green Lantern more to a kids superhero movie?
No, it's just your average 90s style superhero movie, you know, like the old X-Men or Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, you know. Played straight, but it doesn't completely respect the material. It has a lot of questionable CG, but it's okay. Kind of reminds.
How about Green Hornet?
Reminds me a little bit of Ang Lee's Hulk movie. Hey, what was that? Yay! Thank you, Deadpool. Very nice of you.
There's still a bunch of colors for the lanterns, right?
Yes, but in the movie, I think there might be a yellow lantern, or there might not, but I think it's only the green ones. So, it's been a while since I've seen it.
Yeah, same here.
Oh god. Just got hit. The downside to this ship is that although it has a good special weapon, the rockets, it does less damage, to enemies, which is not good. So sometimes they take too many hits and you can't even kill them safely.
Oh yeah, there was a Green Lantern game too. I believe it was a achievement fodder game.
Yeah,
I don't remember much
I think it had local
about it.
co-op. Hey, what was that? Yay, Jono, thank you. Jono has donated $5 towards our very low goal of $25 to give me a new hat. That is super appreciated. And just think about it, guys. If you donate to this goal, I will wear that new hat most of the time when we stream. So it's like, yeah, if we bought a game for streaming, we'd stream it a little bit, but then we wouldn't stream it anymore. But this hat, it's going to stick with us for years, potentially.
Just think about how much you looked at Paul during the stream.
Oh god,
Yeah.
That's a sobering thought.
Might as well get him a new shirt as well, so we can dress up all.
That would be funny. If we could have like a poll where people vote on what shirt I'm gonna wear. Oh god. Let's not do that. Oh, dang, that was a big laser. But I am gonna be able to beat this boss. I think I unlocked this particular ship by beating either the second or third boss. Marvel pajamas. That's a good idea. No, Lisa for Christmas,
That is a
she
cool
gave me
idea.
some Captain America pajama pants that came with a T-shirt. And I'm wearing them now, as a matter of fact, because I'm not switching into my work clothes till after the stream. Ah. But the only thing is, they're the hot kind of pajamas, and so when it's hot here, which it has been a lot of the time because of our air not working, it's too hot. But I don't like sleeping in just my underwear. I prefer to have pajama pants on. How about you guys?
I sleep in my boxes.
I go commando.
Oh god. Do you actually sleep naked, Icky?
No, just
Okay.
joking.
'Cause, like, I was thinking, where you live, it's really hot, so I imagine you probably wouldn't, like, wear a ton of clothes while sleeping.
Yeah, just shorts.
Yeah, in the winter I'll like have sweatpants on and sweater and I don't know, stay nice and warm. But in the summer it's miserable, so I don't wear
feel
much.
ya. I mean, do you run your air pretty well, Tyler, or are you conservative about it?
No, I'm cheap.
Oh, Tyler. Can't take it with you, T-Dog.
I know. I do run it in the evenings to get it fairly cool. But it's off for a lot of the day just because I'm not home.
By the way, this weapon, the laser, I really like it. In my experience, has been the most useful of them. It has good range, and it just, hits them solidly, which is great. Ah.
Yeah, but downside is the movement slow. Do you need to recharge for this?
You can just constantly fire it. By the way, you'll notice when you start the game and when you reach a boss, it says he's using little quotes, and they're different every time. Like there's a big pool of them, which adds a nice little bit of variety and personality to the game. Yeah, like I never was much of a naked sleeper. Like if, like having a girlfriend or a wife, sometimes I might sleep that way, but like if I'm single, then no. Oops.
I think it's dangerous to sleep naked with pets around.
Yeah, it's a nice laser. I really like it.
What happened?
Health boost, shield weapons. Oh, build a shield when not firing. That could be useful, except I'm going to fire a lot. Reload also doesn't matter for the weapon I'm using, so we're just going to go with health boost again. Ha! You don't want to be a never nude like Tobias Funke. And by the way, there's a weird little Tobias Funke cameo in the Avengers movie, the new one. Yeah, like
Weird.
it's a blink and you'll miss a thing, so I didn't see it, but it's caught briefly in one of the trailers, so you can find screenshots of it. He's not played by David Cross, which is a shame, but it's a guy who looks just like him in the background. When he's painted blue, when he did the Blue Man thing.
Weird.
It's a fun little reference. Actually, Tobias is a character who, as the show went on, I liked him less and less.
I mean, he's bad in the 4th season, but everyone's bad.
Yeah,
in the
that
show.
is true. But I mean, it's not just that. Like, I just had less and less patience with him. Like, he's such a loser, I cannot believe that he was ever a psychologist or that he graduated college or anything. Like, he's just 100% loser and can't do anything right. And he has the shtick of saying things that imply that he's gay, which he totally is. And yet in the 4th season they act like he's not.
Well, I mean, some of those jokes are funny, and some of the jokes are a little
Yes.
too on the nose. But I do still like him. He's one of my favorite characters.
For me, it would be, George Michael and maybe Michael himself and Job would be my favorites.
Job's hilarious.
Yes, he's so good.
Job,
And
for sure.
Job, the guy who plays him, is the voice of BoJack Horseman, which is another
Yes,
reason
it
you
is.
should hurry up
We'll
and watch
learn
that,
it.
Tyler.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Yeah, exactly. Tobias is a one-joke character. Like, David Cross is very, very talented. He's a great comedian, but I think he's kind of wasted that part a lot of times. But, as the show goes on, he and his wife get meaner and meaner to each other, and I kind of like, or they care less and less about each other, I kind of liked it better early on when they, were dysfunctional, but still cared about each other, I think. But That's just me. I often like the early seasons of the show better than later ones. What else was I going to say I didn't like about the 4th season? In the 3rd and 4th season, who's the name of the main guy in the family? Is it George?
Michael.
No, I'm sorry, I mean the dad.
Oh, George.
George Sr. That's what they call him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, George Sr., like, you know, he's in prison for the first 2 years of the show, and then the last 2 years he's not. And in the 3rd and 4th seasons, like, they allude to him being raped in prison many times. And it's like, in the first 2 seasons, he just seemed to be enjoying himself, and there was nothing like that. So I really don't like them bringing that topic into it, you know, like, I don't think it's good for the tone.
I unfortunately can't pick up much of what you're saying.
Well, trust me, if you were to go back and watch season 3 again, like, that's where they start doing it, so it's mentioned several times.
Huh.
Yeah, like, for instance, there's an episode where he gives a talk that's supposed to be a scared straight talk at some kind of local event.
Oh.
And, like, the idea is he's supposed to be scaring kids into not going to prison, into staying away from crime, but he ends up doing a scared straight talk to gay kids. You know, so he's telling them about how bad prison is, and they're, like, thinking it sounds cool because of the gay sex stuff he mentions. You know, It's a fine joke, but again, he's, like, seriously talking about how he didn't like being raped, and it's just like, that's not funny to me. Let's see, more rockets, weapons, breaking shields. Oh, contact retaliation.
You're gonna get the more rockets. Next gen special ability.
You think? Okay.
Yeah.
But also, George is
Use
terrible
them.
in Season 4. Like, if any character is totally done the worst in Season 4, I would say it's George Sr. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of issues with Season 4, but he's definitely not good in it. He's, you know, not interesting and doesn't have a very good story.
Lindsay in Season 4 finally gets a man, because, you know, like, even though she's married, like, a lot of the show is her trying to find a boyfriend because they have an open relationship. So in Season 4, I liked that they finally gave her... I mean, like, I'm not done with Season 4. I'm only, like, 2/3 through it, I think. But I liked that they finally let her hook up with somebody because I was getting tired of her not being able to, which is kind of far-fetched because she's pretty. Frag missiles. Let's try that. No, let's... Okay, here we go.
Or you're gonna hit your special weapon.
Oh yeah, okay,
You're not
fine.
using-
God. Oh, they are a lot better now. But the special weapon takes too long to recharge. And is there even a vision? Oh, I see, there's the charge meter at the bottom. There is no permanent stuff. There's no real metagame. Like, the only thing is it keeps track of what weapons you've unlocked, period. So that is good for achievements. But you don't get to use them in the next game or anything. Like, I think there's a mode where you can select weapons that you picked up, but it won't help you for the main game mode. So that's kind of my problem with the game, is like a real roguelike is compelling because even though it's hard, you do better each time because you unlock things that help you do better the next time, you know?
I can't tell what Paul just said.
Yeah, I can't either,
Aw,
unfortunately. Kind of defeats the purpose of talking to each other. It's unfortunate. But yeah, this has been really bad, unfortunately, stupid Skype. It's never usually this bad. Like, I can pick up some of what he says, but it's really cutting out.
What a shame. Are you playing, Ethan? You're supposed to be playing.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Okay. Ethan is going to join me on local co-op in a minute.
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, that was
Something
really
that I would
funny.
never
Yes,
see.
whenever somebody would make fun of Michael, they would do chicken noises, and they're always super goofy chicken noises.
Yeah, the running jokes are hilarious. It is one of my favorite shows. The 4th season's really bad.
Dang it.
But besides
Oh,
that,
Paul,
it's
you guys
great.
a little bit.
I like Tobias a lot more than you do.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that. See, guys, Steredenn came out, I think, over a year ago.
2015.
Yeah, 2015. It came out, and just
October.
in the last month or two, they updated it on all the platforms except PS4, which is getting the update a little later. But I mean, they just updated it and add local co-op play, new enemies and new weapons and stuff. Like, they added a whole lot to the game. Like, it's still,
Yeah, a lot of effort
It's
going
still not
into
a
it.
huge game, but just the fact that they added multiplayer to it after the fact is really cool, because that could, I mean, if you have somebody to play with, somebody who likes shoot 'em ups, that could be just really valuable. And I wrote an article about it at Co-Optimus. Hopefully Brian will share that article, and hopefully everyone will go read and comment on it, because, you know, that helps me out. Ooh, I like this gun. Achievement 2. Dark Matter Industry. Kill 1,000 enemies. Word. Yeah, it may, well, for one thing, we're in a group call. It's not a one-to-one call, so that may be one reason, but who knows.
Yeah, that might be part of it.
Yep. Or maybe it's connecting too far.
Yeah, Lyle is in a different country.
Seems
Both
like
of these guys, neither one of them has
13 hours away.
has like very good internet as internet goes. Mine.
Yeah, I do wonder. I feel like it happens other times, not just when we have Lyle on the call, but could be it. Could be Lyle screwing
Way to
everything
go, Lyle.
up. Classic Lyle.
Yeah, I noticed I got some. Yeah, when you donated to me on PayPal, you had a different name. Like Lyle wasn't in your name at all. So what's the story there?
No, that is my Chinese name.
So I mean,
The name of my
Lyle
ID.
is your nickname then?
Because well, more of an English name, because if I'm going to tell you my Chinese name, then I don't think anyone will remember me.
Interesting.
All your weapon, you have to tap it instead of holding it, so that you go straight. If you hold it, then it's
Thank
spreading.
you. See, it's a good thing you got this and played it some. Darn you, Brian. Okay, well, all the times with breakup have also had Tyler, and Tyler doesn't have very good internet. I'm just pointing this out.
I have great internet.
Sure. Semi-automatic weapons are fully automatic. That sounds interesting, even though I'm not... Are any of these weapons I'm using semi-automatic? I don't even know.
Not sure. You could try. There's nothing better, actually.
Yeah, like a lot of these upgrades you pick at the end of level aren't particularly great to begin with.
Yeah. Even for the score boost, it does nothing. The score is just for the leaderboard.
Yeah, so that's no help.
But you do get an Asian weapon.
Oh, my homing
sometimes.
homing
Have you
rockets
heard
are
of that before?
faster now because of picking that upgrade. Like way more shots.
Yeah.
So that's good. Like I like the other gun better, but this one might be good for avoiding getting hit more. I don't know.
That's a little bit weaker.
Yeah, it's weaker for sure. This one has that nice spray that hits a lot of the screen. But it's cool that you have a way to make it fire straight too. Yay! Yeah, again, guys, we got some Switch codes, 2 codes from the developer, but it was really nice of them to donate those. I didn't expect them to. They did. But if you enter for the European Switch code, you must be located in Europe. We don't... Yeah, there might be a way for an American person to use that code somehow, but we don't want to go through that. We just want to reward the European viewers.
Do Switch have something like a gamer pack? Different region? Or I thought the game was
You can
region
switch
free?
your... Well, it's
No?
your digital region is the thing. Like, you can switch your region somehow, can't you guys? Brian would probably be...
Yeah, I don't know exactly how it works, but it's something like
Yeah, because
that.
there's people who download Japanese things from the store. Sometimes they'll release a game in English on the Japanese store and not release it in America at the same time for some reason. Alright, I'm just going to pelt him with homing weapons. That's good for bosses, because bosses you're always having to dodge the whole time.
Yeah. So that's your special abilities.
There we go, toasted him. You know, this is a hard game, but it is a lot of fun. If it had a good metagame, I would say it would be like one of the best shoot-'em-ups, possibly, that I had played this generation. But it doesn't have a good metagame, sadly. Alright, let's see. Bot weapons improved. Do not stop shooting after switching. Bullet weapons perfected. I think my main gun is... It's Fire Hyper Blaster. I don't know if that's a bullet weapon or not. How do you know?
Based on the color.
Um,
So you're using heavy, so it does not help.
So I'll just go with this thing that keeps my shots going when switching. And then I can switch more efficiently, I guess. The Sinogaris likes the homing missiles a lot, and I got that upgrade that makes them fire faster, so we'll do it. Just boom, switch very fluidly. Ah, dang it! This guy's firing shots behind him and they hurt me. I wish you could somehow earn life back during the level. Like you get it refilled after the level, but...
They do drop
they do?
kits if you kill those big ships.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's quite rare. They heal about 2 blocks, I think.
Gotcha. I gotta watch out there. After this game, we're gonna bring Ethan in and switch to local, and we'll just see how we do that way. And again, please do me the favor of checking out that Co-Optimus article if you haven't already, guys. I'm writing a little more actively for Co-Optimus now. Like, I'm not really doing news stories, but they say yes to most of my story pitches that I give them. Next one is going to be, I am reviewing a game called Death Road to Canada. Anybody heard of that? It's been out on Steam for a year or so.
I've heard of it. It's like is it like Oregon Trail?
Yes, it has some things borrowed from Oregon Trail. The idea is that Canada is safe from a zombie infestation, but America is like totally gone. So you're on a road trip to Canada, hence the title. And there's a lot of driving, and then your group will encounter some kind of event. But unlike Oregon Trail, every event, like, you almost always have a choice. And sometimes you'll have up to 4 choices, and they can be very funny choices. And they can rely on the stats of your characters in your party. And so just, they add a lot of variety to the game, but there's also action. Like, there's levels, there's 2 different kinds of levels. Like, there's one where you're just out looking for supplies, and those are fun. And then you have sieges, which you have to survive for a certain amount of time, and those tend to be really hard. Super hard game. Like, I still haven't completed a run of it, you know? Like, I always die, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But there is a decent metagame to it, so I'm getting better. Like, I'm leveling up my... Basically, there's all these different perks and jobs you can have, and you can level them up, and that makes the game easier. And a few other things like that. And there's also new jobs and perks that you can unlock. So a good amount of stuff to keep you playing. No, don't die. Come on, Paul. Ah, God. I could not run his shots. That was annoying. Okay, then come play with me. Oh, yeah, thank you. Well, not actually a co-op review. It was just like co-op impressions. You know, a review would be more thorough. But yeah, I did write about it when the update happened, and that's why the developers donated so many prizes. They really appreciated our story. Let's see how we do in 2-player. Each person can select from any ship that you've unlocked so far. The second player cannot earn achievements. So
no achievements for second
yeah, and that's
player.
the same in Death Road to Canada. Death Road to Canada has local co-op. That's why I'm reviewing for Co-Optimus. And the co-op is a little underwhelming for the second player. Like, there's a lot of things where they don't have as many privileges as the first player, and they can't earn achievements, and that's a shame. But playing with a friend does add a lot to the game also. So, oh, also, Death Road to Canada lets you make your own custom characters. He is your special weapon.
That's
yeah,
nice.
and so like I made everybody in my family. I made my dead grandparents, and you know, you can give them perks that reflect what they were really like, or you can just give them perks that are useful in the game, you know, whatever you want to do. And there's a mode where you can...
I don't think you guys are sharing health, although it shows that, but taking a hit is only half bar. I mean half block.
Interesting.
So I guess it's 2 bars,
Nice.
is it?
So anyway, I was saying, in Death Road you can play a normal mode where you'll occasionally encounter the custom characters you made, or you can play a mode where almost every character you encounter is your custom people. So that can be pretty amusing too, just to like run across your mom or something, you know.
Or you gotta tap your weapon.
Got it.
Okay. I can't get
I'm
more
not,
at
well,
all.
I'm not talking right this second.
Yeah, I lost him
I
too.
wasn't saying
Unfortunately.
anything.
At least you can still give him tips, even though.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ogres. I hope you'll like it. I think Co-Optimus provides a really valuable resource. Let's see. I'm thinking just damage boost. That'll help us all. So I'm not talking, and the guys are like, I can't hear Paul at all. This is so weird.
I have to be able to hear Paul.
I like this background. Backgrounds could use a little parallax scrolling, but they do not have any parallax, so for shame. Yeah, way to go, winners! I had a feeling Deadpool might win that code.
You called it.
Yeah, because...
So I noticed 2 players, only one could get the upgrades.
No, we both can. I mean, we don't have access to each other.
Oh, so
we just have separate weapons. Ah.
Oh.
Boss.
Okay.
I want to see what those weapons are.
Yeah.
Ah, God.
I guess you can find
Collector is crap.
easier
We should get
weapons
the
like
light gun.
achievement with co-op play, because it always drops 2.
Yeah, you know, for weapons it might actually be easier. That's a good point. Yeah, stay back. You're too close. You were way down there.
Yeah, I wasn't even gonna get that.
Yeah, there is a little bit of slowdown when playing 2-player, it seems. Like the engine can't handle the second player perfectly well. You know, it's not a ton of slowdown, but if you pay attention, it is going slower. Okay, Ethan, stop texting and pay attention. Here we go.
There's some classic slowdown like in the arcade.
Yeah, in old-fashioned games, there would be a lot of slowdown on like the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and it actually helped you out because you would have more time to think about what to do, you know, to avoid enemy fire. So sometimes it would be annoying, but other times it would super gun and mega gun. Get it? See how that goes. Mega gun discovered. Oh dang! But you can switch to your old weapon with X if you don't like it. You need to dodge better.
It slows me down right there.
Ah, crap. Should have watched out for that laser. That was my own bad. So, Tyler, do you have any favorite shoot 'em ups? Any that you really enjoyed?
It's not my favorite genre. I like Ikaruga. I played that on Xbox
Oh, yeah.
360. It was
I
hard,
first got that on the GameCube
but I liked it a lot. Nice.
back in the day. It's pretty much the same, but just, you know, widescreen or whatever.
There's also one which is nice. You call it Cinemora X, was
What's
it?
it called?
Oh yeah, Cinemora.
Not bad. Yeah,
I always thought it was Cinemora.
Cinemora X.
That one has a weird storyline, I'm told.
Yeah, but the in-game graphics are great.
Platforms is
Everything looks.
Is it PlayStation or what's it on?
It's on
Oh,
Steam
cool.
as well. I think
Yeah, it was on
almost all
360. I don't know if it's on
platforms.
Xbox One.
Oh, yeah, let's try that chain reaction. That sounds good. Nice. Chicago remembers some slowdown.
Yeah, I don't remember that. That's funny though.
So the enemies can explode and presumably hurt each other, which would be good. Don't forget to use your B button power. Shockwave. Let's try that. Oh. Shockwave is new. What does Shockwave do? It just does a circle blast around you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't love that. Yeah, those gunbots are pretty neat. Definitely don't forget your B button. Stay as far back to the left as you can so you can see the fire. Okay. Yeah, we've definitely got this boss.
Ethan had to switch his weapon after deploying the bots, or else it's just holding up.
Lyle says deploy the bots, then switch to your regular gun, and then deploy the bots again, and that way you're maximizing your efficiency. Alright, next one. Contact, Guardian Angel, avoid one fatal blow. That's pretty good. Fortress, more rockets, more... Yeah, we're not going to do that, so we'll do Guardian Angel. See if that helps. No, that's true. Well, I've already done that one before. True. Yeah, maybe I should have. So, I forgot to actually say what I thought of the new Avengers movie, you guys. We might as well, like, we're not going to discuss spoilers, and so it's hard to talk about it very much, because basically the less you know about the new Avengers, the better. But obviously it has a whole lot of characters from the different Marvel movies. Not everyone is in it. For instance, Ant-Man is not in it, which is a shame, because I really like Ant-Man. But I understand he'll be in the next one. And yeah, there's a few characters like that who didn't make it. But, you know, you got... The basic premise is that Thanos has finally come to attack the Earth, and basically everybody. Like, he's just getting all the Infinity Stones, and there's nothing he won't do to stop, you know, I mean, to get his goal. And he's got 4 generals. There were 5 in the comics. They cut it down to 4 for some reason. But they are, you know, they're pretty tough too. They're all computer generated, and sometimes I think they don't really look that great. Ethan's weapon is silly. That's going to put you in danger of getting hit a lot.
Yeah, you're not... Wow. You still take damage.
Yeah, it doesn't make you invincible. So that's the basic premise, and you know, like, the different heroes are split up into little groups, and the enemies are split up into groups, and you get to check in with them and see how they're doing. They each have their own little missions to try to stop Thanos and save not only the Earth, but the universe. That would be so hard. So the tone of the movie has really good action. I would say it actually has the best special effects of any Marvel movie so far. I think they put a whole lot of money into the action scenes and the special effects. So it is actually quite spectacular. We could have done better that time. Ethan was using a silly weapon, which he shouldn't have been, but also... You have 2. But... So it's pretty thrilling because the stakes are very high. Like the movie does start out with something bad happening that establishes the stakes. Kind of like that movie A Quiet Place. How A Quiet Place opened up with some stakes being established. Be careful if we kill that one. Oh, good. But anyway, once those stakes are established, then the movie moves along very briskly, and it's just all kinds of crazy fights and stuff. There are some good interactions between the different Marvel characters meeting each other. You know, like, for instance, the Guardians of the Galaxy meet Thor, and that's in the trailer, so it's not a spoiler. But you know, them meeting Thor, it's very amusing. Like, there is some good comedy. Even though the stakes are really high, during the times when there's no fights going on, there are some good jokes. But also, I would say that it's the tone of the movie, and besides having the humor and the action, there's kind of a sad movie. Like, both Lisa, my wife, and we both cried. So just be prepared for some sad things to happen. And that's unusual. Like, I don't think I've ever cried in a Marvel movie before. You know, even when there's something kind of sad, like, you know, like Peggy... Like when Peggy Carter dies in whichever movie she dies in.
Good long few minutes I couldn't hear Paul.
That sucks really bad. You know, I would say Star-Lord, they made Star-Lord dumber than he normally is, so that was... We'll go with damage boost. No, let's do it with heavy armor. Oh, sorry. Yeah, like, whether or not you like how the characters are written, like, James Gunn did help with the Guardians of the Galaxy stuff, but Star-Lord is, like, you know, some people will be mad at Star-Lord himself. So that's kind of a shame. But, surprisingly, Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy, she's one of the main characters. You know, like, some characters get more screen time than others. Gamora gets a whole lot of screen time, and I would say she's actually handled really well. My poor co-hosts, they're all sad tonight. No, I mean, they can't hear. volume slows you down. Oh, but anyway, Brian thinks I've talked about the movie too much, so that's enough. Hey, I was not spoiling, guys. I was just telling impressions. Like, all that stuff I said is stuff you would get in a review. I did not explain the whole movie. Well, I just talked about the premise and the tone. Okay, fine, whatever. God. Those were not spoilers, you guys. Oh, Brian avoids reviews. Interesting. Yeah, that's true, Sinogaris. The way they handled the visual style for the different characters is really well done. No, I'm sorry, I did not talk about any individual story things that happened that were not the premise. So, again, not spoilers. But anyway, I'm sorry. Some of you guys wanted to be more blind, apparently, about the movie than... But anyway, you can share more of your individual impressions after seeing it, because I know a lot of you are probably still going to see it within the next week, so feel free, we can maybe discuss it a little more in detail next time. Although probably, no, I won't say any more details than what I just said. Yeah, well, I'm talking. Alright, reinforcements, 1 cargo per more bigger ones. That's, well, we've never done that one. You want to try it? It's not good, but... Yeah. So you can have 1 extra weapon. Nice. Jonah's looking forward to it. Tyler, Lyle, are you guys still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes,
But
you're here.
it's hard to know when to talk to, like, not interrupting you.
I'm sorry about that. Well, Tyler, tell us what you've been playing lately. Give us a little Tyler catch up.
So I played, like, God of War forever, so that was a really cool game. I spent about 40 hours with God of War. It's really excellent. And besides that, I've mostly just been playing some smaller indie games, and I think that's about it. I'd have to look at my trophy list to see what else I've been playing, because nothing rings a bell besides God of
Didn't
War.
some kind of Zelda roguelike come out on PlayStation recently?
Oh yeah, Swords of Ditto. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, that game was okay, but it wasn't great. It definitely had some flaws in its structure, unfortunately, like that made it not fun. One of them being that the guy just moves so slowly, it's ridiculous.
Oh, medkit, get it. Nice. We finally found a medkit, Lyle, like you said.
Yeah, it's quite rare. Let's
Get
see
the
how much
pressure.
it
You
deals.
want it? Oh. No? Great. Weird. Can only I get it? Okay, he got it, finally. Oh, he got the laser, and laser is good. This gun has a bigger blast the longer you fire it, although you can barely move while firing. So, but it's kind of cool how big it is. Yeah, oh god. I'm just really slowly moving.
Yeah, that's big.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, Blossom Tales is really good, but it's not on any consoles, is it?
Yeah, I want to play Blossom Tales. It is on Switch.
Man, why would they need to bring that to at least PlayStation, if not PlayStation and Xbox?
Yeah, I don't know. I get the feeling, to me it kind of sounded like they're just super Nintendo guys or something, that it's just
That
stay
kind of
on.
developer is really annoying.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
We're going for about 11 more minutes, guys, and then we're gonna wrap things up. I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. Again, I'm sorry for people who didn't want to know anything about Avengers. I did not say we were not going to talk about it at all. But yeah, I don't think I said anything that wasn't in the trailer other than just saying that Gamora's in it a lot, basically. But whatever. Speaking of trailers, we already talked about it, but Venom and Deadpool both had trailers in front of the movie. I'm trying to think if there was anything else that had a good trailer. Fox has this... Oh, Jurassic World. How are you looking forward to that, you guys? The new Jurassic World movie?
I hope it's good.
Good
I don't
job.
think it's gonna be any good, but I hope it's good.
That's cute. This is a dumb gun, but it's funny.
Oh, there's another Ant-Man trailer.
We didn't get an Ant-Man
the
trailer.
show
I was
for me.
really surprised by that. So you guys did get one? Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was disappointed because, you know, I loved the first Ant-Man, so I was really excited to see a new trailer for it, and no such luck. Achievement! Word! Solar Knight, what's that for? Pick all melee weapons, cool. So we just, again, I said the achievements have a lot to do with getting all the weapons, and there we are, we just got all the melee ones. Yeah.
Now, Brian, I know your wife loves
Yeah,
zombie
she loves-
and dinosaurs.
She loves horror movies, like any kind of horror thing she usually will love. But she watches Walking Dead every week and Fear, Walking Dead, all that junk.
I remember she loves everything about zombies.
Well, I mean, she's scared of them. So, man, everybody else got the Ant-Man trailer but us, apparently. Contact weapons? No, that's dumb. Maybe bullet weapons? Or, ooh,
You sure you
reflect
got in
damage to all enemies when hit. Actually,
the
that
earliest
could be useful
possible?
when we could hit. Yeah, we did. We got in there as early as possible. And if any of us went to the restroom before the movie started, we still had somebody there watching, you know, so we would have heard about it.
Oh,
Yeah. No, other showings had Ant-Man and our showing didn't. That's weird. But also, Sinogara says he didn't like Jurassic World at all. He hated it, and I'm the same way. Like, there was some fun action parts, but every time I thought about the movie, I was disappointed because Jurassic World, to me, is just not good. But, you know, I think Tyler liked it pretty well, didn't you, Tyler? Tyler! Did you like
Yeah.
Jurassic World?
Yeah, it's entertaining, but no, it's stupid.
Yeah, which is a shame because the first Jurassic Park is not stupid.
No, it is not. No, it's really stupid.
Yeah, like everything there's so many things that if you think about them, they don't hold up intellectually. That's the problem. Ah, sword! Look at that. I kind of like sword. It's fun. What's that one? Laser. You don't want laser, Ethan? Laser is good. Ah. But if you get up close to the enemies and switch to the sword, then you can really whack them. Boom. Let's see how it does on the boss. Oh, but he didn't have Venom or Deadpool. That's surprising. So there you go. Different trailers, same movie. So the Jurassic World trailer, the new one, did look pretty good, I thought. Like, I still don't have any faith that it won't be dumb like the other one was, but I mean, it looks fun though, so we'll go see it. A lot of interesting movies coming out this summer. Has anybody seen the Bumblebee teaser? Wasn't there a teaser for Bumblebee? Or am I wrong?
not seeing it
'Cause
yet.
yeah,
but-
maybe it was only impressions that, like, from some event and not an actual teaser. But, you know,
Oh, Ethan's weapon's good.
Ethan, your weapon is good, Lyle says, but be careful, don't get hit so much. Stay back.
Yeah. He's destroying all the
nice.
bullets.
Destroying the bullets.
Yeah.
So that's the shockwave. Interesting. Okay. So I've got sword. More rockets? Okay, we'll go with that. Yeah, Transformers Bumblebee, the new Transformers movie, is apparently going to be way better than the other ones because it's not from Michael Bay. You know, Michael Bay is not a good director, and he especially always has dumb scripts for the Transformers movies. An old friend. Look, we got to a hidden boss.
Wow, nice.
Nice. Don't die, Ethan. Whatever you do.
I did not see
Yeah,
this yet.
cool. I wonder if we get anything for beating him. Ah! Ow. Oh god, watch out. Whoa, yeah, not bad.
I didn't know Bumblebee had his own.
Yeah, and he's a Volkswagen
Coming
Beetle
in.
in it, which is like classic Bumblebee, you know? Yeah.
Oh, is it?
That makes me happy. The reason
God.
there's been a lot of toys where he's not a Beetle, and it's because Volkswagen wouldn't license them the Beetle. Whoa, look at that. We have a lot more. We have a
Right.
ton of extra cool choices. So you can get a hammer, huge damage boost, half your life note, huge score boost, one more upgrade per boss, add suicide bullets. Which boss was that? The second or the...
Set the universe on fire. Oh, a lot more rocks.
Free upgrade sounds
more
good. What do you think? Okay.
Huge damage boost.
Oh, so here's another upgrade. Heavy armor, reconfiguration, or bullet weapons perfected. I think we're gonna go with armor. What the? Yeah, we got a totally different background with cows in the background shooting ships down. That was really neat hidden boss. And there's an octopus too. Yeah, I wonder what we did to qualify for that. It'd be nice if we had unlocked something, but I don't know if we did. Taking it. Not complaining. Okay. Yeah, we're getting close to the end of the stream. Just a reminder, guys, we stream every Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. It's always a different game. We always have free copies of the game to give out. Stasis gun. Have either of us gotten that? Did you get it just now? Oh. Oh yeah, I've got that one time. Yeah, it has limited range. That was the thing. It doesn't go all the way across. Hyper shotgun. Ah. So please join us every Saturday when you can. By the way, hi Cloven Casey. Alts, that's no good. Ah, good luck with the contest, everyone. Does anyone remember what we're supposed to stream next Saturday? I actually don't remember.
No,
yeah,
I don't
shame
remember.
on me. That is my bad. I know we're gonna be doing we have a couple of midweek streams I'm excited about. One is Ys Origin, which just came to Xbox One. It's the first Ys game to come. That's spelled YS. First one to come out on Xbox, so that's one reason why I'm so excited for it. Also, that's a series I always loved since I was a kid, and Icky, you like that series too, don't you? Icky? Oh god. I was saying, do you like the Ys series from Falcom? He just can't hear me. Sorry guys. What a drag.
I don't know who you're asking, but I've never played it.
That's too bad, Tyler. You know, some of those are on PlayStation.
Oh yeah, no, I do have one or two. And it's kind of like an action RPG, which would be a little bit more style, is my understanding, instead of a turn-based one.
It is completely action. Yeah, there's no turn-based content. Okay, Shockwave.
Yeah, no, I'm interested in it. I just haven't sat down and played one.
Okay. Way to go, winners! Congratulations. Remember, you have to be subscribed to our newsletter. You have to give Brian your email and stay subscribed, so no unsubscribing from the newsletter. That's never a good thing to do. Oops. We're doing pretty well, though, aren't we? Ah.
Yeah.
Just after the... We're going to quit after
the
this
support
run.
actually helps a lot.
Yay! Thank you for the cheer, Drave Lincoln. I really appreciate it.
Drave Lincoln.
Next Saturday is my birthday, everybody. So if you want to join in, we're going to be drinking. I'll be off, so I'll just drink as much as I can, and we'll... If I can find something... Ooh,
He'll be playing Ori in the Blind Forest, so he can take out that game a little bit more.
Man. We'll invite some of the developers to watch. They love watching me play. Ooh, oh god. Ah, Ethan. Laser.
Right.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, I hope it does go on sale, Lightspeed Halo. From that publisher, .emu is the publisher. .emu, is that how you say it? I think it's MU for emulator. Yeah, but anyway, they also published Pang, what is that Pang game called? Is it Pang Reloaded or something? Yeah,
Pang
okay,
Adventures.
I think that has been on sale a couple times, so Ys might go on sale eventually too. We'll see. I think it's only, is it $20 or is it $40? Does anyone know?
It's been on sale on PlayStation.
Nice. I think Ys has had more than one publisher on PlayStation though. I think XC did at least one of them.
Yeah, it has. It has. I think a lot of people don't really like that .emu.
Oh, that's too bad. I wonder what they...
Yeah.
Oh, you know, one thing is they're not that great at translations.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's
they did
what
a bad...
was.
It was one of the Ys games, as a matter of fact, that they did a bad translation on, and they had to go back and retranslate it.
Yikes.
Yeah, for shame. Ah, God. Okay. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Oh, God. I don't think we're... We'll see. Oh my gosh, what's it gonna... Ah! That's a lot of bullets. That's not fair. Ah. There are different variations of the bosses. Like, this is a harder variation of this particular boss. Yeah, please do. That's very helpful. Even being able to destroy all those bullets in co-op is really good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you guys are missing a firepower.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Yeah, and speaking of Ys, I was playing the very first Ys game on mobile because it was on sale for 99 cents. I don't know if it still is. And I was really, really liking it, but I did get to a boss near the end of the game that is just stupidly hard on mobile. And that boss was always hard on any platform, but not having a controller, you really cannot move fast enough to dodge its attacks, and that's frustrating.
Teleported on top of me and it wouldn't let me get out of it and killed us.
That's a shame. Thank you for the help, Ethan. I'm glad we got to show off the co-op in this game. Remember, I wrote about that at Co-Optimus, and now we've showed off what makes Steredenn binary stars so cool. Ooh. There's also a...
Oh, so
What, Lyle?
you look at the list, there's like 2 variation. You can see there's 4 variations for first level.
Ooh. Interesting. So, that kind of stuff is cool. There's also a daily run mode, you know, so they encourage you to come back every day. I don't think there's any achievements for daily run, though, so who cares? Yeah, what's the point of it? And there's a boss rush mode and an arena mode, so there's, you know, other modes to enjoy, other things to give it some long-term play value. You're welcome, Dark6. And Dark6, I know I still owe you a game in the mail, and that is still happening. Thank you so much for your patience. Yeah, I know, that is ridiculous. Yay, thank you, Thyridia. Very cool of you. But hey, at least he won a code right now, so hopefully we're keeping him loyal. And he is going to get that game in the mail. It's just, if I didn't have my trip this week, it would have been mailed out, but that trip took a lot of my time. I didn't get back till Wednesday, you know, so that's 3 days out of the week that I lost. Anyway, thank you very much to publisher Pixel Nest for the Steredenn codes. I'm glad we got to show this game off, a game that I just wrote about while I was still pretty excited about it, and show off its best features. So that was fun. No, the game I'm sending you is unopened, you know, Dark6. I used a code, so yours will be brand new. Yeah, anyway, we'll be back with something fun and exciting next week for my birthday. We'll be having drinks, and it'll be a nice little party. You know, you guys can help me celebrate. It's been good hanging out with you all. Thank you, Tyler and Icky, for your very lively, consistent conversation tonight.
Yep, that's what we're here for.
Yeah, you guys are
You're welcome.
You guys are the best. I'm sorry we had connection problems. And Brian, thank you for running the contest. Brian's very busy being a dad, but he still helps us out, so we appreciate that. And thank all of you guys for tuning in. It's always great to hang out with you. Thanks for the donations and everything. You guys are just the best. And we'll see you next week, guys. Whatever you do, don't hate, appreciate.
See ya.
Hi, guys.
That was
Mr.
a whole
Q.
little SOBs.